All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are breaking down the biggest takeaways from McKinsey's 2025 Tech Trends Report. We're not just going to list the technologies shaping our world, we're going to look at how they connect in a way the report calls the amplifier effect. So, the report kicks off with a really fundamental question. What technologies are actually going to define the next year and really the years to come? And at first, the answer seems pretty simple. The report points to 13, a neat list of frontier technologies. You might be thinking, okay, a list, I can handle that. But here's the real kicker. The list itself isn't the main event. The real story, the big idea here is how these technologies connect, how they combine and amplify one another. That's the game changer. And right at the center of this whole web of connections, there's one foundational force: artificial intelligence. You see, the report doesn't just treat AI as one of the 13 trends, it positions it as the central amplifier for literally all the others. But hold on, we're not just talking about the kind of AI you've been hearing about for the last couple of years. The report shines a spotlight on a new, much more powerful form of AI that is coming on the scene incredibly fast. It's called Agentic AI. So what is it? Well, these are AI systems that don't just respond to a prompt. They can independently plan and then execute complex, multi-step tasks. Think less like a tool you use and more like a virtual coworker that actually gets the job done alongside you. And if you're wondering how fast this is happening, get this. Between just 2023 and 2024, job postings for roles in agentic AI shot up by over 985%. No, that is not a typo. This isn't some far-off future concept. It's exploding right now. And this quote from McKinsey's Lorena Yee just nails it. AI agents won't just automate tasks. They will reshape how work gets done. We're talking about a fundamental shift in building teams that are a mix of people and these new agent coworkers. So, how does this amplifier effect really work in the real world? Let's walk through a perfect example of how these different technologies team up to solve a problem. Okay, picture a broken machine in a factory. Step 1. A standard AI model uses its pattern recognition skills to figure out what's wrong. Simple enough. But then, for step 2, the agentic AI steps in. It doesn't just stop at the diagnosis. It creates a full repair plan, it checks quality standards, and even orders the parts it needs. And finally, step 3, a robotics arm takes that plan and performs the physical repair all on its own. See that? 3 different trends: AI, agentic AI, and robotics, working together seamlessly. And when you have this kind of combinatorial power, this amplifier effect, well, it's not just a cool science project. It's attracting massive amounts of investment. So after a bit of a dip in 2023, investment in these frontier technologies really came roaring back in 2024. But the money didn't spread out evenly. While some areas, like the future of mobility, actually saw a drop, investment in artificial intelligence surged by 58%. The money is absolutely following the amplifier. Now, all this investment and hype doesn't mean every single one of these technologies is ready for prime time. And the report makes this really clear. Not all of these trends are at the same stage of maturity. They're each on their own unique journey. This little table gives us a great snapshot. So you've got general AI up top, high scores across the board, and it's already being scaled up. But then look at agentic AI, the one we just talked about. Its scores are still low because it's so new. It's really just in that early experimentation phase. And then you have something like quantum technologies, which is still way out on the frontier. It's a reminder that they all have very different profiles right now. Of course, it's not all going to be smooth sailing. This massive leap forward comes with some pretty significant obstacles. The report identifies 6 major challenges, these big hurdles that we have to overcome for widespread adoption. And these aren't small problems. They're huge themes that cut across every single trend. You've got massive technical hurdles like the sheer scale of compute power and infrastructure needed. You've got geopolitical issues like the growing competition between nations. And of course, there's the human side, figuring out how we collaborate with these machines and making sure we're navigating it all with responsible and ethical innovation. So what does all this mean for leaders? Well, the report is pretty direct. This isn't about sitting back and trying to predict the future. It's a call to action, a mandate to actively go out and shape it. And here's the ultimate takeaway. The future isn't going to be defined by the technology itself. It's going to be defined by the strategic choices people like you and I make right now, where we invest, the talent we hire, and how we build systems that can actually handle all this complexity.
And that brings us to the final, really critical question the report leaves us with. It's something for all of us to think about as this all speeds up. What are the workforce implications of a future with both human and digital labor? Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for watching.